this is probably the most uncommon, powerful strategy to communicate more effectively if you're confronting someone, or if you want to get more sales, or if you want to convince someone of something, or really just get through to someone. The most powerful things that you need to care about is your energy and how you say something. I want you to realize that at all times you have people coming from three different directions. Either someone's talking down to you, and you can hear it. They're kind of irritated, or they're judging you, or they're frustrated, or they don't like you, and you can hear that tone, or they're annoyed about something that you did. Or someone's talking up to you and they're putting you on a pedestal, and they're being, okay, you can do whatever you want, and they're kind of like, treating you like a little bit of a king, and they're talking up at you. And when someone's talking down at you, you get the vibe of that person being a douchebag. And if someone's talking up at you, you get the vibe of someone being a little bit of a doormat, right? But what I want you to understand is that there's a third way to talk to people, and that is when you come from your heart. When you don't look at people down, you don't look up at people, but you come from your heart. And the best situation is, I had a client who was at a shopping center, and her mum was like going off at her, and my client was 50 years old, right? And she's treating her like a kid. And my client's response to that was either one of irritation, mum, don't talk to me like that, who do you think you are? Or one of being a doormat, okay, mum, you can do whatever you want. Or from the heart. And people think there's only one or two options. The people who are doormats, they usually think that if I'm assertive, I'm going to be a douchebag. And people who are usually in the douchebag vector, they think that if they're going to be a little bit nicer, they're going to be a bit of a doormat. But they forget there is a third option, and that's when you come from your heart. And what my client said was, instead of coming from a douchebag or a doormat, she said, Mum, I love you, but you can't talk to me that way anymore. Okay? And if you're going to continue to talk to me like that, I'm going to have to leave you here. And what that does when you come from your heart is it's like you pierce straight through the ego, and you talk to them where they're at. And either one of two things happen. Usually it pierces through the ego and they get it, or you walk away knowing that regardless of how they reacted to that you did the right thing. So if you want to master the art of communication, whether it's selling or whether it's convincing, you have to learn to come from your heart. Not looking down at people, not looking up at people, but putting people in your heart. Hope that was valuable.